And that was quite the tale from down there in Muddy Creek. Our neighbors sure know how to tell a story. Thank you, Uncle Dan. And this is your host, Ted Stuyvesant, thanking you for tuning into Deptford Uncovered. As you all know, this is our last open lines call-in show until the new year. We'll have a bonus Christmas episode coming in December, of course, but we all thank you for your continued support of the project. A special shout out to the Conservation Society as well as the Arts Council for their continued generous contributions. Now, before they play me off, I want to... What's that? I'm just signing us off. One more? Fine, alright. Folks, we have one last bonus to tide you over until the man in the red suit comes down your chimneys. Think of it as an early Christmas present. Hello, caller. This is Ted at Deptford Uncovered. You're on the air.
Hey, This is... I'm not sure why I'm even calling. But I think maybe someone listening to your show might be able to relate. I've been trying to make sense of it for a few hours now, and it's messing with my head. Your voice is the last thing I recall hearing before the car went silent. It feels like your program was the last landmark in, I guess, this before and after. It all feels underwater now. And this all just happened. Last night, my friends and I were heading home from the Sasquatch Summit in Ocean Shores. It's kind of a big deal for people like us, cryptid enthusiasts and all that. We even flew to West Virginia last year to hunt for the Mothman.
Wow.
This year we thought it'd be sweet to do something in our own backyard. Only a few hours drive this time. We were stoked. We decided to take the back roads through Deptford County to avoid the highway. I guess that was an oversight. The road was narrow and flanked by these huge trees, and it was pitch black outside. We were all tired, so the car got quieter as the trip dragged on, and the laughter from your radio show, the story about that weirdo and the gnomes, it entertained us for a while, but it all sort of droned on to this dull white noise. After a while, I noticed how still everything was. Our windows were down, but there were no birds chirping, and I didn't even hear the wind. When you open a car window and it's just that white noise, it didn't even seem to affect our car. It's like we were out of the timeline or something. Space didn't give a shit about us. It was just the sound of the tires and the occasional crack of gravel. And that's when I saw it. At first, it was just this shape moving between the trees, a tall, skinny shadow keeping pace with the car. I thought it was light reflecting or refracting or something. Its arms were all long and thin, and they seemed to dangle as it moved.
What?
It didn't look solid either, more like a stretched out silhouette or shadow, I guess, like it was barely there. And smoke and mirrors. I didn't say anything right away, hoping it was just my eyes playing tricks, tired after being out all day. But then my friend in the backseat whispered, "Do you guys see that?" And I knew I wasn't the only one. The thing got closer, skimming just outside the edge of the headlights. It moved fast, but it didn't run. It glided. Its head snapped towards the car, even though I couldn't see eyes. I felt it watching me, and it made my skin crawl. We hit a curve in the road, and for a moment, it disappeared into the trees. I thought maybe we'd left it behind. But when we came around the bend, it was standing in the middle of the road, right in front of us. And my buddy slammed on the brakes, and we skidded to a stop. And I was right, it was tall. Too tall and painfully thin, like it hadn't eaten anything in years. It looked pale, but ashen and stretched, like it barely fit over its frame. But the worst part was the way it stood there hunched, like it was studying us. I don't know how long we stared at it, but then I noticed something else out of the side of my eye. There was an equally weird shape in the tree line, and when I looked, it was almost gone. But it looked like the shadow of this, tall, proud stag, like a beautiful deer, its antlers raised. There was black fog rolling off of it, like it was an after image or something. And it soon faded, and I looked back to the skinny bastard that was just standing in the road, but it also was just gone. Snap. Disappeared. No sound, no movement. It didn't run off or fade away, it just vanished. As did the deer thing that must have scared it away. But we didn't stick around. The second they were gone, we hit the gas and drove the rest of the way to Ocean Shores in total silence. I don't even know if my friend saw the deer or whatever it was. When we got to the motel, none of us wanted to talk about it, any of it. This morning, though, I noticed something on the car. On its roof, there were smudges, like these long, thin streaks, like bony branches have been dragging across the metal, leaving soot and ash behind. I don't know what it was, but I haven't felt good since. Sometimes I feel like I'm being watched. Once already, I swear I saw the shadow again out of the corner of my eye just past the tree line of this shitty motel. And when it started getting dark, I felt panic attacks coming on, and I started spiraling, trying to think of solutions, something to do. And that's when I had the idea to call you. So that's my story. If anyone out there has seen something like this, I don't want to talk about it with others. I don't want to have a dialogue, a conversation. I just feel sick. But I also don't want to feel so alone. So I'm shouting to the void because I want to be heard, even if I don't want to talk, because right now I feel like it's not over, like it's still out there waiting for me to slip up. I'm not sure if that weird silent guardian will be there next time. I have no idea what it was or how I would even call out to it, summon it, or ask it for help again. I guess I just want to thank them. Thank you, Spirit. Can you tell I'm barely avoiding a panic attack right now? Just keeping on the smooth edge of anxiety? Because I just want to breathe normally again. To feel safe. I don't even know where my friends went. The entire motel is silent, and the floodlights outside aren't even on yet, so I'm just sitting out here like a dumbass in the dark, staring at the tree line, staring at shadows, trying to discern shapes, seeing it, seeing nothing, talking to myself, talking to you, and I need to move. I need to stand, walk, do something. Inertia feels like atrophy, and I just want to...
Whoa, that was... That was heavy. Do we have time to... And friends, I know we're down against the wire here, but please get in touch if you have any similar stories about this. Well, any of it. That guardian spirit, this stag of the shadows, and whatever the hell creature our caller claims to have seen. My producer and I are going to try and reconnect as soon as possible. That's bullshit. Keep trying. This could go viral. Check the motels between here and Ocean Shores. Look it up. Do you think it's someone messing with us? Like, this was just like that story I told you at Halloween. It's too similar. It's scary. Like you said, you've seen it before, too, right? Right. It's fucked. Shit, we're still on the air. I'll play some numbers for them until we get back. I think we missed our shot.